What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of the Writers' Room presented by Breaking and Entering. I'm Alan Halas, and I am joined, as always, by my co host, the music director for Breaking and Entering, my River West cohort, uh, the host of the Mr. Nice Guy podcast, and PR professional, Mr. Ben Slowey. I'm just going to keep updating the name every week. Ben, how you feeling today, man?
You forgot finger gun enthusiast.
Finger gun enthusiast Ben Slowey is joining us today as well.
There you go. Good to see you, Alan. I'm doing pretty well. We got some sun and some beautiful weather in the form of 40 degrees out here today. I had myself a little picnic. That's not a joke. I actually did eat outside today.
Nice.
I was out on a walk. I had to get groceries, and I stopped by the bakery on Brady Street to grab some food. And I just ate out in the sun, sitting in the melting snow, and it was great, man.
Hey,
That was
can't complain. I mean, it's almost maybe kind of sort of spring, maybe.
Yeah, man. It's shorts weather.
Yeah, I did see a guy at the gas station today wearing shorts, but he also didn't have a mask on, so I don't know how I feel about that dude.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit of maybe just neurosis going on there, but
Mixed
if
signals, right?
if you want it to be shorts weather, it's shorts weather anytime that you want it to be.
Well,
So
I know that we do stay inside a lot of the time because we have so much music to listen to here at
yes,
Breaking and Entering, don't we?
yes, we do. We have a ton of brand new stuff, and that includes this first video that we're going to get into right away. This is one that I received a press release from Mr. Benjamin Slowey about. This band, Diet Light, brand new to the scene. I had not heard of them before this, so Ben brought them to my attention. This is Queen. Check it out. It's on the writer's room. All right, that was a brand new video from Diet Light on the writers' room, and is that soda Diet Light? Ben?
Um, uh, you could say it. It's a pineapple bubbly.
Okay.
I guess that's you could call that a little diet light there. But yeah, that's a fun video. I like the old like classic sitcom feel. Um, and DIY um kind of interface they had going on with that. Diet Light has the record coming out next week, actually, that song will be on. And as you mentioned prior, I did do the press release for that record, and it's a really good record. It's got a there may or may not be a cover of "Burning Down the House" by the Talking Heads on it, and
Okay. You heard it here
yeah,
first. This is a writers' room exclusive.
yeah. So that's why people got to tune in to watch the Writers' Room every week. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, love what those guys are doing. Looking forward to you know what they do once the record's out.
Yeah, and just some of the great music that we've had in the last week on Breaking and Entering. We've got new music from a new single from Eli Stones came out. Always nice to see him putting out. I know he has already been on a couple tracks from other people this year, but nice to see him putting out music. We had a new release from Leak Benji today, a new EP that was kind of like it's called Just the Start or something along the lines of that. And it kind of was exactly what you said. It was like a 5-song EP with a couple of freestyles that he threw on top of it to make it a 7-track project. And I liked it because he's one of the new names,
Yeah,
getting himself out there in the music scene. So really, really liked what he's been doing there.
yeah. Tell me about the new Rod Dave single that dropped that you covered also.
Yeah. So that new single is it deals with some street drama head on. It's about people snitching, basically. To keep it short, it's about people snitching and the drama of snitching on your own people. I like that one as well. Super excited about that. We got some new music from Brett Newski that hit the site today as well.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a new single about how much we try to like limit how much we rely on social media, but we always end up coming back to it. That's what that song is about. Um, nice little folk punk jam from him. He will be on Mr. Nice Guy this week, and I'm excited to share that episode.
There we go.
Um, yeah. Yeah. What else we have that came out recently? Yeah, we got Joshua Jenkins made a comeback with a new single yesterday.
Yes.
Um, which great to see him back at it. Um, yeah,
Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people know that like ADHD kind of fell apart for whatever reason. They went their separate ways. I shouldn't say fell apart. I don't know what happened there, but those artists all went their own kind of solo routes. And we've already gotten music from G Gifted. We've gotten music from Josh Jenkins. And I believe we've gotten music from Jalen G since. So all three of them have put out, bodies of work. But Josh, I think, was probably one of the last ones to do it. So I'm excited to see it because those are dudes that always have had an enthusiasm for hip hop, and they don't seem like they're rapping to get famous. They're rapping for the love of literally rapping. So it's great to see all three of them do their solo thing.
yeah, no, that's tight. That's like some true like love for the craft and not for you know the idea of clout or anything like that. I
Yeah,
also want to mention there's a single from a new guy on the block called Zoltan, which dropped this
yeah, kind of
week,
like an R
and
and B kind of thing happening with him. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, and like it kind of reminded me a little bit of what like that guy Eli is doing, where it's like a difficult to classify type like dark trip hop sort of thing,
yeah,
but with some really like dreary, soulful vocals.
that's a good way
And
to put it.
yeah, and I'm like we got a submission from him um through like he sent us our music this past week, and it's been kind of cool hearing just you know someone doing something so unique like him. So looking forward to what he does next. And then I also want to mention we got a new record from Nate Rubin that came out this
Yeah,
past week,
I was gonna
and
say I saw that today on the site.
it's a terrific album. Nate is like kind of like an experimental composer who works a lot with like wall of sound,
Okay.
and his new record is chock full of collaborations and features, and it just sounds like a really like sunny vacation getaway album, but done to the vibe of like psych rock
Yeah.
and mixed with some soft rock too. It's a terrific record. So big love to Nate Rubin and just his very unique approach.
Yeah, and I got just one more that I wanna talk about real quick. We were talking about some of the new names that are out there, but a name that has made a return. We got a new Bergie Streets record, um, a
Oh yeah,
17 track album, which is crazy in 2021 to have a 17 track record. But it really kind of explains like where he had been, and kind of what his mindset was going into getting back into recording. And that seems like another one that like I got to talk to him a little bit. He had a run with Streets and Young Deuces, and then focused on different parts of the business and found his lane, and now kind of operates in that realm, but still is able to come back and make music and make an impression. And he seriously does. There's no signs of like rust or anything like that when he
right.
comes back to rapping on that new project. So if you do get a chance, make sure you check out that Bergie Streets record. I'm breaking and entering.
Hell yeah, that's dope. Well, great that he's back at it. Speaking of hip hop veterans in Milwaukee, we got a new song from Armstrong Ransom this past week.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh,
straight bodied
Straight abused,
or
straight
straight abused. I'm
abused.
sorry.
Yeah,
Whatever. He did some
yeah,
things to the track.
he did. No, he reminds you like who the hell you're messing with on this new track.
Yeah.
Um, kind of self-explanatory title there, but yeah, I mean, always great to hear from him as well. We got a new Decker Pellinari. I actually want to talk about Decker Pellinari for a sec because I've known him since the J3 Studios days.
Okay.
The DIY studio once upon a time that my friends and I thought would be neat to get into. And he was one of the clients of that studio, back on the East Side UWM days. And he's been with working with Cream City Collective lately, dropping some really like fun and playful, but also really killer flow uh, songs. Like that man's flow is insane. I don't know if you've heard any of his songs yet, Alan, but like
Yeah.
that man can spit. Like
Yes. I can confirm that for sure.
yeah. So cool to see what he's doing. He dropped another one on Friday.
Yeah, so we got a mix of established veterans and new names coming into the Milwaukee music scene, especially in the hip hop scene. We've got a lot of new names. We're gonna get into a video from two of them um, that I again was not super familiar with. This is another one that Ben brought to my attention. But Faded Francis and Keenan Hennessy, it's a producer rapper combo. Um, these dudes look like they are just straight out of kind of the boonies. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, in not so many, in not so polite terms, I saw them the first time and was like, these dudes look like they should be selling me shrooms or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
They
but
look like very like wavy, vibey dudes. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Yeah. But it like it captures that whole feel, and it looks. I always appreciate when somebody looks the or sounds the way that they should look. I actually was talking about this on Twitch last night when I was doing some music reviews. Um, yeah, it's always great when you see somebody that sounds the way that they look, and these dudes sound the way that they should look. So without further ado, let's get into Faded Francis featuring Keenan Hennessy. It's on the writers room. Check it out.
best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have. I don't think we're best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have. Handful of devils, body my temple, tryna find heaven when I've been sinful. I'll go for free. They say to me that alone I'm complete. Well, I don't agree. While I believe my world's the center of the universe in a fucked up dimension, with a mental that's fucking demented and a good soul that don't know where its head is. Looking for grass, other side of fences, looking for cash, content with a temptress, fill up a flask, but still feeling empty, smoke out of plastic, get high off the cancer. I don't think we're best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have. I don't think we're best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have you. They say that they know me, but I changed, I don't know me. Muscle up the aim, I've arranged where we're going. You might turn away, but your eyes follow closely. Breathing on my faith, never bathing on the glory. This shit comes in waves, let the water hit me. I don't feel the same about the life I'm living. Everyone chases fame until it's graves they're digging. This shit is hella fake, I know we'll find a better way. I'm best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have. I don't think we're best here, no. I'm not with the rest here, no. Probably feeling blessed, I know, but I won't go back. Promise that I'll always have your back.
All right, that was Faded Francis and Keenan Hennessy. A lot of hair going on in that video. A lot of real trippy kind of. I don't like to use the word vibes, but that's pretty much the only way to describe that. Just vibes.
You've
Just vibes.
you've actually given me a distaste for that word, because I remember you've said that in the past, and now like it's kind of become one of those words that like means nothing to me. Like I can't use it to describe like anything, which is, like
Yeah.
it's just I try to find much better verbiage to describe like the way I feel when I listen to things, and so yeah, I'm trying to like I'm moving away from the word vibe too.
Yeah. So it was wavy. Can we say? I think we could say wavy.
Wavy, yeah, wavy.
It was trippy. It was wavy. It was something. It was something other than vibes, but there was a lot of vibes happening there too. A lot of sun. Which you know what? Honestly, when I see that video, I'm like, damn, I cannot wait for summer. So
Yeah. Well, I could tell that those guys had a lot of fun making that video. Like,
oh yeah,
because they really like, incorporated the nature element into um into what they're doing, and yeah, like just from how much like they're dancing and kind of running around, and
yeah. For a
just
mellow song, those dudes are into it, and the slow motion and the chill kind of feel of it is there. But yeah, they're getting it for sure. Um,
totally.
anyway, this is the part of the show where Ben and I go through our extensive vinyl collections. Ben runs through his house blindfolded and selects a record during the second music video every week, and then I just reach behind me because I'm lazy. And we pick a record completely at random for you to go listen to. It's your homework for the week. Make sure you go and do it. Ben, would you like to go first this week, or should I? It does not matter to
Yeah, I'll go.
me. Okay.
Let's see what's going on. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Actually, I have not spun this one yet. This is Wolf Parade. Um, apologies to the Queen Mary,
Okay.
which Wolf Parade is a Canadian, Canadian indie rock band that were pretty big in the 2000s. But it's there's like a um like on the in the gatefold here, there's like a whole story to the record, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but it's there. And
That
then
that's all right.
just like a really the trifold here. There's Jesus, I just got my water bottle.
Oh boy.
And well, it's just various scenes of the band playing live shows a year ago, maybe, for Record Store Day. But yeah, Wolf Parade's a criminally underrated band from the 2000s. So, for everyone watching, check this band out.
Yeah, definitely. I am gonna go check that out for sure. Actually, I
Right.
also think Record Store Day is like one of the best, most ingenious ideas that they've ever had. Because I mean, everything moves to streaming. Everything moves to just instant tap a button and it's there. But
It's my favorite holiday of the
yes, you
year.
know what? It is a great holiday. There was one
Great.
Record Store Day that I went to every record store in the city that I could, just for the like breaking and entering Snapchat and Instagram story. Um, so I traveled the whole city all day, just picked out some vinyl. It was a pretty solid day. I came up with some good stuff out of that. So maybe I'll grab one of them here, but probably not. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab
what
a
we
record at random. We will see what we're getting. We're going very comfortable arms reach today. You know.
yeah.
Let's see. Got two. I can already tell. We have. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. We've got Jackson Brown lives in the balance. Again, keeping in our theme of like 70s and 80s records. This one is 1986. As you can tell from the pretty sweet picture of Jackson Brown on the back that has been cartooned and digitalized and all that stuff. Um, Jackson Brown is honestly an artist that I am not the most familiar with, and I know that sounds bad, but he's in the collection. He's one of many. Um, it's a this is probably not one of his more memorable records, but I'm not a big Jackson Brown listener, so if you
Yes.
are, I'm sorry if I'm getting that completely wrong. There
Okay,
is
well,
only 8 songs on it, so it's only like an EP basically, but in the form of a 12-inch. But it's just longer, more well crafted songs, I'm sure. Uh, I have not spun this one either, as you can probably tell. Um, but you know what? We got a lot of vinyl here.
well, it's not necessarily our job to do book reports on each record. If we draw one that we happen to be super passionate about, by all means, it could be like, dude, this is my shit. But if it's there's records in my collection that like I obviously like the Wolf Parade one that I have never spun. Like
Yeah,
I won't ever purchase a record I've never listened to, but like digitally. But spinning it is often like it's a it's more of a future endeavor, and I don't get to it all right away.
yeah, and you know what? That's the point of us picking them at random because we could pick it ahead of time and we could love it and tell you all about it, or we could pick it at random and then find something that might not ever be in our rotation. That might be a great record. So Jackson Brown lives in the balance is my pick for
There
this
you
week.
go.
I do have to say, as an aside, with the sunnier weather, I have been listening to a lot more stuff like going back to more like early 2000s indie and pop punk stuff. That's obviously my bread and butter, growing up on a lot of that. But as the weather gets warmer, it feels more and more like summer when we do stuff like that, for me at least. So I don't know if you have anything that you go to as like it's getting warmer out, it's getting nicer. This is something
Yeah.
to set the waves. I don't know. I can't say vibes. So now.
Well, right. Now that we've canceled that word. Well, yesterday I went on a walk by Bradford Beach. I had a little photo shoot. I just took pictures along the shore there with all the ice and snow formations that I definitely wanted to check out before it all melts. And it looks like another planet over there. Like it's really quite striking, seeing just like how the land is meeting the water right now. Not too far from where I live. And so I put on some old indie favorites as I was walking through down the beach. I put on Grizzly Bear, which was one of my favorite bands in college. And I just hadn't listened to them in a while, but very beautiful, harmonious indie folk music. And then I listened to some TV on the radio, which I also forgot how good that band is too. They're more of like an art rock sort of thing with a lot of like soul and some electronic elements as well. And and then I listened to some Beach House on the way back. So I had a little bit of a trip down like some college indie nostalgia yesterday, and it was much needed.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Grizzly Bear and TV on the radio, actually both of those bands sound great for that kind of like everything's melting and changing kind of feel. So
yeah, totally.
Ben, I realized we just said that we canceled the word vibes. We're not saying it anymore. You realize the name of the third video that we are getting into, right? Yeah. It's by Cam Will.
It's going to be
the song is called Vibes.
A song that is now untitled. No, I'm kidding. You can still say you can still say vibes. We're just we've just used it so much that we're trying to find other words to use. But for people that haven't, go ahead and still use the word vibes.
Yes.
Such as Cam Will.
Yeah, so this is Vibes by Cam Will. I really, really like this song a lot. And ever since I did the little snippet for our Instagram to like post it, it has been stuck in my head constantly. So the video's super dope too. So let's check it out. It's Cam Will with Vibes, or untitled name of song, on the Writers Room.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look, they should know the vibes. Oh yeah, they should know the vibes. Yeah. Look, I want no funny money. Just over broke, nah, that ain't for me. I've been on one side for 20 years, but the other side, it go dummy. I got no lust for money. Gotta to the curse shit like Pastor said. I'm doing graveyard shits, that's till I'm dead. Yeah, and I go dumb, diddy dum dum dum, diddy dum dum dum. For my children, I'm counting one. What he want, what he want, one's up to a billion. Yeah, I come off so frank. My shit'll make your face tense up like a stank. These days I don't sleep much. Gotta get a snake stanks cause the lawns on the T. Okay, yeah, okay. I see me and a lot of you niggas. I see the way I move, you try, I'm hot, so I still shine bright on you niggas. My hits come off different, me on ones, I Mike Tyson you niggas. Everything I do is P, I stay on cheese, don't tell me. They should know the vibes. Oh yeah, they should know the vibes. They should know the vibes. Oh yeah, they should know the vibes. Only on hot shit like poltergeist. Act dumb, we know you know the vibe. And I go dumb, diddy dum dum dum, diddy dum dum dum. For my children, I'm counting one. What he want, what he want, one's up to a billion. And I go dumb, diddy dum dum dum, diddy dum dum dum. For my children, I'm counting. I ain't for sure. Let the whole block know. I'ma never mind, I got her like down, get you saddle on jit, won't stop at whoa. She asks what's pressure, I don't know, only press I knows. When they at my bros, probably work my best in the spots y'all rest. Man, niggas so pressed, they give me more press. Dumb diddy dum dum. My work feels like play, ain't no way. Shit should never ever be this easy. I can fall back September here and still make niggas leave like November here. On my jersey, man, it's all year. Rigid glasses, toast my 4 years. Prove my worth back to back like 34. I need like 10 more. Prove my worth back to back like 34. I need like 10 more. They should know the vibes. Oh yeah, they should know the vibes. Yeah.
That was Vibes by Cam Will on the Writers Room. That was our last video for this week. And Ben, remember how I told you when I was grabbing the my record for this week that I felt two of them?
Yeah.
So that is because I have not one, but two copies of Lives in the Balance by Jackson Brown.
Oh
Um,
man.
so now what do I do? I mean, doubles, I guess, are a must if you're a DJ, if you're scratching, but I don't think anybody's mixing in some Jackson Brown. So maybe we just give it away. Does anybody want it? I don't know. Somebody comment. Ben, you want it?
Yeah. Um, like I said, my rules I have to listen to it first. So I'll listen to it and see if I like it.
Okay.
And then I'll take it if I like it.
There you go.
If someone else in the comment, if someone is watching the writers' room, like everyone should be, then and they want it, they can take it first.
Okay.
So that's the perk of watching the writers' room is you might get yourself a Jackson Brown record.
Yeah.
If you're
Who would have thought? Somebody woke up today, they're just like, it's a normal Tuesday. Nope. You're coming home with a new record because of it for free. I don't care. It's all good. With that said, that was Vibes by Cam Will. He's one of the names that I'm looking forward to seeing more from this year in Milwaukee hip hop for sure. And I think that song and that video is just the start, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, totally. I love the production in that video for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, with that, that is it for this week's episode of the Writers' Room. We usually always end things with a little bit of some wisdom. We're keeping them short, sweet. I'll go first this week and say my wisdom for this week is definitely to go take a walk while it is nice and sunny out. I don't know if it's supposed to get shitty again. I don't, but as I was saying before, I went back to some music that I haven't listened to in a long time. And there's obviously a plethora of music out there. New stuff comes out every single day. But you can go back and discover, especially your local artist friends. Go back and check out some of their earlier work and see the progression and where they've come from. And you'll be supporting somebody in the process. So make sure you go take a walk this week and check out some music.
Yeah. That both of those things are ever so relevant right now, as luckily we've made it out of hopefully most of the polar cold of the season. But given the territory that we live in, you never really know when the end of it is. So let's just bask in it while it's here. That being said, the sun is setting later now. Like we're actually so we do this show at 5 every week. And it's not dark out yet. I mean, it's getting a little bit dark, but it's not like, cover or anything. So
yeah.
And it's almost 6 p.m. now. So we're getting into some more daylight, which is great. So yeah, I'd say I just want people to give themselves a pat on the back for enduring this brutal winter, and that there's a with no pun or joke intended at all, there is a light at the end of the tunnel here. With we're hopefully through the worst of it.
Yeah.
And I would say definitely go on a walk, take some pictures of the melting snow because it won't be here for much longer. And that's all I got to say on that.
There you go. Make sure you go enjoy yourself. And make sure you check out new music every single day here at breakingandentering.net. We do this on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. So make sure you tune in next week if you came in late. We are always here doing it. We love bringing you new music. You can find new music every single day, like I said, at breakingandentering.net. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. I try to remember them all every week. We've got them all. We're doing blocks of music videos in the morning on Twitch now for like 5 hours because why not? What else? We got a weekly e-newsletter that you can subscribe to. You can get music in your inbox from us. We got a podcast. Ben has the Mr. Nice Guy podcast on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. We got a radio show on Spotify. We are all over the damn internet. So make sure that you check out what we do and tell a friend about it. So with that said, we are out of here. We will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. And it's the Writers Room. Goodbye.
Peace.